Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to our Get Astrologic Now YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about Saturn, because Saturn is about to change signs in November. It's going to change November 2nd into the sign of Scorpio, where it will remain for 2.5 years. Let's talk a little bit about what Saturn's all about. Saturn is probably the most feared planet because when Saturn comes along, it's not a lot of fun. Whereas Jupiter usually is a lot of fun. Jupiter is completely opposite from Saturn. It deals with expansion, opportunities, optimism, fun, whereas Saturn is completely opposite. Saturn deals with responsibilities. It deals with heaviness, death, endings, delays, setbacks. And it actually deals with old age. And what comes with old age is wisdom, because Saturn is the planet that teaches us our most important lessons through experience and the hard knocks of life. And as we get older, we get wiser because we've been there, done that, and experienced the difficulties that Saturn is all about, our greatest lessons. So Saturn is not to be feared. Saturn is the planet that is our greatest teacher, and that should never be feared. So with that, let's talk a little bit about how Saturn is going to affect you according to your ascendant. And when I talk about the ascendant, I want you to consider the ascendant that's based on your time of birth, your ascendant logna. Also consider where Saturn is relative to your moon. So if you make the moon the ascendant, which is called Chandra Lagna, this will give you an idea of how Saturn will affect how you feel throughout the year. And some people would like to place Saturn according to their sun sign, because this really will give you a sense of how your energy level is, because the sun is the energy, it's your spirit, it is who you are. This is actually called using the Sudarshan chart, when you use all three ascendants to understand things about yourself and your experience in life. So with that, I place more emphasis on the ascendant, which is based on your time of birth. So if you could follow me through all the 12 signs and understand how Saturn will affect you according to your ascendant. So first of all, if you're a Scorpio ascendant, this means Saturn is going to move into your first house. And this will give you the sense of heaviness. Saturn does take away a certain degree of your life force and your energy, but it does give you a lot of work. And that might be why your life force and energy is lower, because you're working harder and you have more responsibility. Saturn is all about being responsible and disciplined. So you're going to have more responsibilities. Probably you're going to be taking care of other people, because that's what Saturn does so beautifully. And working harder with not very many breaks. A lot of stress and pressure will be put on you if you have a Scorpio ascendant. So if your ascendant is Sagittarius, now Saturn will be in your 12th house. The 12th house deals with endings. So you're bringing a lot of things to closure. And I find, though, when Saturn transits the 12th house, you somehow become a caretaker for other people. And a lot of times this is like the demise of elderly people or parents in your life that you're taking care of. Also, the 12th house deals with sleep. I find when malefics are in the 12th house, such as Saturn, there's the loss of sleep and just tiredness and exhaustion, but it will bring things to a close, to an end. Maybe a time of retirement from a job that you've had for many, many years, but it's closure and endings. If your ascendant is Capricorn, you'll find that friends and people that you've been close to all of a sudden disappear. But it's because you're changing. You're changing your goals, your aspirations in life. Therefore, the people that you associate change, because you just find you don't have that much in common with certain people anymore. And therefore, you feel a sense of loneliness, because it feels like you don't have the friends you used to, the associations. But when one door closes, another door opens. Therefore, you'll find after this duration and period, you'll have a new association of friends, people that you have more in common with, because you have grown and you come from a place of being more mature. Therefore, the older friends you just don't resonate with anymore. the newer friends, which will be more mature and more wise and on your level, will come into your life. If you have Aquarius as your ascendant, this means Saturn will be transiting your 10th house. You can rest assured that big changes will happen with your career. You may change jobs, your boss may change, and there will be a transition possibly with the company or organization that you're working with or for. So this is a big transformational change career-wise. You may find that you become weary of the job you're doing. It's not satisfying anymore. And there's definitely a possibility that you will get awards and rewarded for hard job and work that you're doing, because that's what Saturn does. It gives our just rewards for the efforts that we have put in. If your ascendant is Pisces, Saturn will be transiting your 9th house. The 9th house is about beliefs and spirituality. Therefore, you will become a bit more cynical and you will change how you believe, because you're looking at the truth and you're looking at things in relative to reality in your life. And school education may be a little bit more difficult and hard to come by. If Aries is your ascendant, this means Saturn's in your 8th house. This could involve deaths, but it usually has to do with money you share with other people. So you may find that money doesn't come through from inheritances or through others that you expected to have. So it is a difficult period financially. If Taurus is your ascendant, you really have to look at your relationships from a different perspective, because if there's anything that you've been denying or pushing under the carpet, it will surface and it will bring tension and problems and possible breakups to relationships. If Gemini is your ascendant, it's time to get healthy. It's time to get rid of old habits and old problems that you've had with your health. It's a cleanup period. It's time to eat right, exercise, take care of yourself, and employees or co-workers, they may go by the wayside. If Cancer is your ascendant, you're going to find that this is a time of possible children, new children coming into your life. There could be new births, but that's because there's new responsibilities in the area of children. And you may find that you're an empty nester. Children just disappear from your life. If Leo is your ascendant, you will find that there's problems around real estate, property, and there could be the demise of your mother. This is not a time to move into a property that you can't afford, because it will be very, very stressful, but there will be many changes in home and family. If Virgo is your ascendant, school and education become a bit more harder. There's going to be more responsibility around your studies, and there may be trips that there could be delays. But watch out for your brothers and sisters. There could be problems concerning them as well. Libra, you're getting a break. Saturn was in your 1st house for so long, and that was difficult for you. So now it's going to be in your 2nd house. This means that money will be more fluid and you will have more responsibility around areas of money, but you will be very, very successful. Saturn is great for Libra ascendants, so money will be good for Libra ascendants, and you will have a necessary relief from the tensions of the past 2 years. So with that, if you're interested in getting an astrological reading from me, you can go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Thank you.